So I'm going to be telling you guys the top 5 MLB free agents this. So I'm going to have some honorable mentions. And the first honorable mention is going to go to who other but Andrelton Simmons. Now, we know he's not a great hitter, but last year he batted 297 in 30 games, which was an improvement in 2019, which he batted 264. He didn't have a home run, but he is a great fielder. When you talk about the best fielders in this game, he has to be at least in your top 10, maybe even top 5. He's a very talented baseball player, which is why I give him the honorable mention. The next honorable, I don't know how I forgot, but I forgot to add in George Springer. He is a 3-time All-Star, 2017 World Series, a 2-time Silver Slugger, and obviously a World Series MVP. He made the All-Star game in 2017, 2018, and 2019, as well as finished MVP voting 13th in 2017, and he finished in MVP voting 7th in 2019. In 2019, he batted 292 and had 39 home runs, and we know he's an excellent fielder as well, and he's just a nice caliber outfielder to have. Definitely one of the top players in this game. Mention will go to Masahiro Tanaka, and yeah, I know he had a down year this year, and he still pitched 3.56 his ERA. He's still struggling a bit with the home runs, but I know it was a shortened season. He only let go of 9, so I think he's still a very good caliber, maybe third, fourth starter. And he also won't cost you too much, which is also what I'm factoring in. The age, the salary, and how good they can pitch in the playoffs and how they would fit the role. The last honorable mention will go to Marcus Semien. He did not have a good year hitting at all. Again, he's a very similar player actually to Andrelton Simmons. He batted 223. Not great, only 7 home runs. However, the year before that, he batted 285, played all 162 games, had 33 home runs, and finished 3rd in AL MVP voting. He is a top player in this year's free agency. Maybe in years to come, he might not, but he is an honorable mention. So at number 5, and I know I mentioned age is a factor, but for this guy, age doesn't slow him down. And who other at number 5 but Mr. Boomstick himself, Nelson Cruz. He had probably his second best year in all of his career. He batted 303, had 16 home runs. Again, remember, it was a shortened season. He played 53 games, and his slugging was 595. Went down a bit from last year, which he batted. He had a slugging of 639. His OPS was 992. The year before that, 1.031. He is still a very talented player. Although at 40 years old, he is one of the best free agents in this class, and he's still really talented. At number 4, we're going to go with Charlie Morton. Now, again, he did go down a bit in stats. Maybe it was a shortened season. His ERA was 4.74, opposed to last year was 3.05. He made the All-Star game in 2018 and 2019. But he's just so reliable that I feel that I had to put him in this list. I know his ERA was not great, but in the playoffs, when you're looking to get out of a jam or you need somebody who you can trust, Charlie Morton is probably the best guy for that, or one of the best guys in the league, I should say. A team like maybe the Yankees, a team like maybe the Braves could use a guy like this. This is why. He's a very good quality starter. He is on the older side at 37 years old, I believe, but he's still just a great pitcher and he's reliable. So at number 3, we're going to go with JT Realmuto. And I'm going to be honest here. I was never too thrilled with JT Realmuto, but if you look at his stats and you look at how good he has his fielding, and you look at the games, he's a great catcher. He's definitely a top 3 catcher in the game nowadays. A team like the Yankees, again, could use him. Gary Sanchez has been struggling here and there. The Mets could use him. A lot of teams could use a very good catcher. He had 11 home runs in the shortened season. He had 25 the year before that. Again, he made the All-Star game 2018 and 2019 with Miami and Philadelphia. He batted 266 this year. Again, went down from 275 from last year. I'm trying to mix the stats from this year and last year because again, it was a shortened season. You had less of a product to compare to, so that's why I'm doing that. He played 47 games this year, which is not bad at all. And he had 32 RBIs, which in a longer season could be about what he had last year, maybe a little more. So Realmuto is still a really good player, and we obviously know how great he is at fielding. He won a Gold Glove, he's a 2-time Silver Slugger, and a 2-time All-Star in the past 3 years. If they had an All-Star game, he probably would still be in it. At number 2, we're going to go with Trevor Bauer. He's only a 1-time All-Star, which I feel is a bit of a snub, but man, he is still a great pitcher. Obviously, he won Cy Young this year. He was great. He had a 2.7 WAR. He was 5-4. Well, his team is not great. You put him on a team like the Yankees again, or like a team like, who knows, the Braves, good teams, he would definitely have more wins than that. Only a 1.73 ERA in 11 games. He had 100 strikeouts and a whip of under 8. The exact whip was 0.795. He pitched 73 innings in the shortened season. Wow. He is great. He is probably the second best pitcher in this game. I'd say behind Shane Bieber. But those two guys are great pitchers. If Shane Bieber win the free agent class this year, obviously it'd be better than Bauer, like I said. But, man, he's still a great quality pitcher. Now, who's going at number 1? We've already ranked Trevor Bauer, who won Cy Young. We ranked Realmuto, who's a top catcher. Charlie Morton, who's a good pitcher still. Nelson Cruz, who could have been an MVP this year. Semyon Tanaka and Andrelton Simmons. Who can possibly go number 1? Again, bit of a weaker free agent class, but who knows? This guy is probably a top 3 in any other regular one. You probably already know who I'm talking about. That is DJ LeMahieu. In 50 games this year, he had 71 hits. He batted 364. Yes, I said 364. He had an on-base percentage of 421, and he slugged 590. OPS of 1.011. My goodness, this guy is great. He was third in MVP voting, I believe. He had 10 home runs, 27 RBIs, again, shortened season, and he was hurt. He missed a lot of time. He played 50 games. Who knows if this guy plays a full season, what he can possibly do. Maybe since he's a contact hitter, the shortened season might have helped him a bit more with that batting average. The year before that, he batted .327. He also had, last year, 26 home runs, 102 RBIs. And we all know how clutch he is, and obviously he's a great fielder. He's a 3-time All-Star, probably would have been 4 this year. Well, he would have been 4. A 3-time Gold Glover. He won the batting title twice. That is 2 years in a row. And he's also a 2-time Silver Slugger with a WAR of 2.8. He had 195 at-bats. Again, 71 hits, 10 home runs, 364 batting average. How crazy is that? 41 runs this year. This guy is definitely, without a doubt, the best in this year's free agent class. And I hope the Yankees re-sign him, my favorite team. But who knows? He goes to the Mets. He can go to, again, a team like maybe the Braves. He can go to a contending team. Maybe the Cubs would like to pick him up and make some trades there. He's a great player, without a doubt in my mind. He will get a lot of money. Now, again, the only scare I have for him, he is a late bloomer, which is a great thing. But he is 32 years of age, and he's going to get his biggest contract in his career. Probably 4 years and over, which is something that I look at, and I'm going to say, is he worth more than 4 years? I gave him 4 years or under, maybe even 3 years. Is he worth the money? Definitely. But is he worth the years? His contract could expire when he's 36, maybe 37 if he gets a 5-year contract. And is it worth it? I don't know. But this guy sure is a heck of a hitter and a fielder. So guys, if you like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to see more of this content. And peace.